howdy and happy day. Public opinion must be controlled. That's a pinko thing. You can have an opinion as long as I agree with it, as long as I endorse it, as long as it's the same as mine. That's what separates us from them, us being people on the right. I've always said, I don't agree with anything you say. To a liberal, but I'll always defend your right to say it. What they say to me is, I don't agree with anything you say, and you don't have the right to say it. And that's what makes us different, makes us better. City of Seattle talking about better. They are on the better list. These are the pinkos that said, hey, we don't need policemen. We're going to send out social workers instead of somebody with a gun when somebody bad has a gun. Okay? So we're going to do that and get rid of all you policemen. And now they've said, oops, what's happened here? They're snapping out of it. They're coming out of the ether and they say, they don't say we made a mistake. They don't talk like that. But they are saying we need policemen now. And the policemen, or wannabe policemen in Seattle, say, no, we're not going to come work for you people. You're too crazy. You're just crazy. So what do? They're hiring illegal immigrants. Really, you can't make this up. They're hiring people who broke the law to come to the country, and they're saying, I want you to be a lawmaker in our city. It could only happen in Seattle. I mean, really? They created the problem, not the illegals. Well, they did too, I guess, but the city people. They created the problem and it's self-imposed, and now they say we're going to fix it. We're going to have people protect our people who are illegals. I can't repeat it enough, and I stutter away because, everyone's demoralized. It is what it is. Crazy is forever. Kids throughout California have been celebrating Pride Month in classrooms in honor of the homosexual movement. Parents have no say in that, and the teachers are pushing this, gender thing, be all inclusive, and they talk about it all of the time. And now the wise government of California is saying, we're going to pass a law, and they will. It'll get through. We're going to make it illegal for a parent to be notified that his or her child wants to have a gender change. So as a parent, you send your child to school in the morning, that's Johnny, and in the afternoon, Susie comes home, right? And it's illegal for you to act or react, and what's going on? I mean, the government of California is saying, we don't trust the parents to raise their kids. You got a 4-year-old and an 8-year-old, you got all these little children, they're learning about sex in school every day, and they shouldn't be. They should be out playing softball. But instead, they've got this homosexual and all gender thing being thrown at them all the time. These people are insane. They're just crazy. I can't even come up with the words to describe them. I mean, the government believes that it has to protect children from their own parents. I mean, how bad is that? Get rid of these people. They are crazy. You got to put them all in the basement, force them to use a mask, and they can practice their pronouns until we find a vaccine for stupidism, liberalism, but I repeat myself. Now, in keeping with craziness, we now have Ottawa, which is the capital city of Canada, and we have nutcases there that are saying, we're going to dictate which neighborhoods deserve more trees based on race and other identity factors. We need to have inclusive priorities, diversity, equality. Wow. They're talking about trees here. You're going to go plant a tree. All of these things now come into play. Before we have distribution of trees, we need to know who's gay on this street and so on. Fire these people. Get rid of them. When people start talking like this, build more mental institutions and please put them in it. Then you have Alberta. Alberta in Canada, the addiction minister there says, you know what? We've been focused on a recovery model, even though the number of drug deaths have hit a record high. So clearly, your model doesn't work. But what do? They do the same as all people do, political people in all states and provinces. Let's help the addiction by building bigger places. And we'll have bigger couches and chairs for the addicted people to sit in, and we'll feed them fine, give them Starbucks cards, and that's all we can do. I mean, wrong. What they need to do is go after the supply chain, blow them up. Watch the show, The Untouchables, boom, boom, boom. That's what you do. Get rid of the supply, and then you will have a better chance to win. It's about the supply chain. It's about the dealers. This catch and release stuff. It's bizarre, too. So these politicians are part of the ones that I just threw on the floor because they're all the same. And the management is out of control, and they're unmanageable. I like what Trump says. This is the last point of the day. He says this, I will never surrender. But apparently those deranged radical leftists aren't getting the message. Y'all come back. See ya.